Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be analyzing my performance at the competition Rosebloc Championship. And this comp also happened to be Provincials for Quebec. So it's like a official comp that we have here. And it's the first one I've been competing in. So anyways, this comp has 51 boulders, one being like a V0 and 51 being like a IFSC World Cup level. So to complete your score, you need 6 boulders and the least tries possible. So you have a maximum of 3 attempts, and after that it just counts as your 3rd attempt. But if you can get it in 1 or 2 attempts, then you get more points, obviously. And right off the bat, before my round started, a lot of people told me you gotta get 6 boulders in the 40s if you want to make semifinals. And even then, it was like more than getting 40s. It was like flashing those boulders and getting higher 40 numbers. So it was very competitive. The level was pretty high. There was a lot of strong athletes. But anyways, I'll show you the boulders and what I've been thinking about them and how I felt during my round. So let's get started. Alright, so we're starting off with number 39. And this was kind of a warm-up because it doesn't require much strength to campus on dual text holds. These holds have no friction, so I didn't even chuck myself up. And it felt nice to know, like get more confidence in and send a pretty high number boulder. But I knew it wouldn't count in my round. So here we have Loy, and I'm trying number 48 right off the bat because this is a very, very physical boulder. And as you can see, you gotta campus on crimps, which is like a complete description of my type of climbing. I love campusing on crimps, and I really wanted to get this boulder because it is my style. But at this section, I was struggling a bunch. You'll see a lot of my attempts. I've been hard stuck on that move, and that was the section that was limiting me from getting this boulder. But this first section was like 10 out of 10. I loved it, and it wasn't really difficult for me. I was like sometimes not hitting it perfectly, but it wasn't the issue. It was really this section. I tried to squeeze like a foot in, and this move still felt super weird because you had to really put a lot of weight on your foot, and it was not a good foot. And here we have Yves Gravel. He's a legend in our sport. If you don't know him, he sends V15s outside. He has won a bunch of grip strength competitions, and he's just a super strong dude. And right now he's making this boulder look like a V6, but if I'm being honest, this is probably like a V10, maybe hard V9, but he's making it look super easy because he's very strong. I think this top section is not too bad because the comp kids at my gym told me like, yeah, after you get the paddle in the middle section, it's pretty much over. And I also think I would have been fine, but it was really just this middle section that I couldn't get past by. So yeah, I was like hesitant if I should have tried this boulder more or less at the beginning of my session. And here you can see I did the small paddle, but I was like too low on my shoulders. And I was like not feeling too good on this boulder after 5 attempts. I was like, I'm losing strength and maybe I should try other boulders. So that's what I was about to do. But here we see Alex. He's the head route setter at Le Crux, and he's pretty much my height, and he's as long as me. So he told me he did this beta where he placed this left toe hook on the big foothold you see there. But let me tell you, that toe hook is not good. I don't know how he made it work, but for me it was just completely flat, and I couldn't keep the tension to go left hand and then try to match. It's his beta. It did not work. So anyways, I walked away from that boulder for now. You'll see that boulder again, don't worry. But for now, I'm just trying this 45, and it's a really different style. You gotta do this paddle. And at first, you see my swing is super weird because I'm going sideways. But when I was working this boulder with a friend I met at Montreal, his name is Bo, and he told me you gotta kick the wall and then go in. And then I couldn't get it straight away because the left hand is not too good and I didn't grab it perfectly. But I understood the movement, and I think on my 4th attempt I could get the sand of this boulder. But yeah, basically just kicking the wall made you go into that direction, so like inside the wall, and that made the whole difference, and the swing was good to then hit the hold. So tricky move. I wouldn't say the boulder was necessarily hard, but super tricky. Okay, so now I did get a clip of this boulder, number 46, but this is not me, and I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but he's gonna show us a little demonstration of what the boulder looks like. I don't think he topped it, but I did get the flash of this boulder. The only problem is that I didn't film it, so that's why I'm using this clip. But anyways, the beginning is not too bad. You can get this arête, and then you got the left hold, and it's really not much of an issue until you get up there, where you see that the big undercling. When you get your right hand on that, you got a foot on the right side. I don't know if you see that small triangle on the right, and then you gotta smear very hard if you want to match the undercling. But when you're matching the undercling, it's just so bad, and you gotta get up from there. And I was like super shaky. I was like shaking consistently, and I put my left foot up on the dual text, and somehow I got to the last hold, and I grabbed it like this, like 3 fingers separately. But the crimp was pretty good, so then I could get the match. But it was a desperate send, and I'm happy I got that one on my flash go, because the lineup was pretty long. There was a lot of people showing that one, and it was like a minute per person. Anyways, we are on another boulder now, number 43, and this one was very physical, and I felt like that was the right timing to do this one when I had some energy. And the only issue was this left hold, the undercling you see. I had to grab it on the left side, but even then I wasn't feeling very comfortable, so I just tried to go straight at it, but it was a bad hold, so I really needed to grab the undercling. And here's Benji, a friend from Quebec City like me, and he was also having trouble at that middle section. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Noor, and I met him at the competition. He's a very chill dude and super strong. As you can see here, he is showing us how to do this, and he put a knee bar in, and I was like, oh, I'll try that when I get there. But the problem was like matching the undercling that you see in the middle. And basically it was a very uncomfortable move. I got the boulder, and here he was telling me what to do for the next section, so it was nice from him. But yeah, like in the middle I just had to weirdly place myself to get the match, and then it wasn't too bad. So that's the hold I'm talking about. It's not too good, and then I'm like in a bad position, but when I get the right foot on, I'm pretty chill. And then I get the knee bar like Noor did, and I would say after that it's pretty much over, because even though it doesn't look that good, it's a pretty good hold up there. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have gotten this boulder if Noor didn't show me the beta, so thank you again. So yeah, now we're back on number 48. Unfortunately, I did not get the send again, because as you can see here, I'm struggling on this move again. I'm like grabbing the hold, but I'm super far from it, and I'm not pulling. And I really wanted to just completely pull and do the right left, but the hold is pretty bad, and I don't know, it was just not my move. So I walked away again from that boulder, and now I'm trying number 44. And this is a very skin type of boulder where you have to pinch those big holds. And it's weird because they do have friction, but it's not a great friction, especially this last hold. That was insanely slippery. When you get up there, it feels like it just slips straight away. And definitely the crux move, getting the last move and matching it. So you can see here I'm slipping on some of the moves, and I'm brushing it every time because I don't know, the holds, I don't think we have them in Quebec, but I wish we did, because I could work on my grip strength, because the pinches are pretty wide compared to the ones we have. But yeah, you can see there, I'm like not getting the last move. It's weird because the last move you gotta go outside and then in and grab the hold. But even then, when you grab it, you don't have chuck up there, so it feels really bad. See, even if I got that one, I matched it for like 0.5 second, and I knew that wasn't in control. So at that point, I didn't even know if I was gonna get it, because my energy was running low, And yeah, after dropping that many times the last move, my skin was giving up also. So anyways, I did try some other boulders because I felt like my skin was getting ruined and I didn't get my 6 boulders yet. So right there I was on number 42, and this is a slab. As you can see, it's a very different style, and I'm actually pretty proud of my first attempt because as you can see here, I'm pretty stuck and my wrist is placed weirdly, but then I can get this rotation into a palm. And I was happy to find this one on my first attempt, and even though I didn't get the flash of this boulder, it was a pretty solid first attempt. But I would say the hardest part of this boulder is the middle section and the last section too. So right here, people usually jump to the undercling, but I'm pretty tall, so I can just get it statically and then get into that position. But right here, it doesn't look too bad, but those foot, the compression between the undercling and your foot, there's so much weight on your foot that it's not comfortable at all. And I'm surprised I got my right foot there because I thought I was gonna fall, but I did not like that position at all. And it's not even over because here you have to get the small screw hold. I don't know if it's on the beta, but I grabbed it with my index finger instead of my middle finger, so that's the reason why I couldn't really pull. But it was a small screw hold that you really just have to one finger. And I didn't get the top, so I tried it again straight away. It didn't take much energy, so that's something cool about slabs. You can just try them again. The only problem is that there's a lot of people waiting for the slab too, so you gotta wait your turn. And I should also mention, at this competition, I know I'm not getting these best angles. It's because there was so many people. Like, I tried to film from far away and there's so many people passing by, so I couldn't really put my camera down. I had to ask people to film me. And anyways, here you see I'm like full crimping, one finger in, and thank God the last one wasn't too bad because I was close to dropping it. And now unfortunately I'm still going for number 48. And as I mentioned earlier, this is my type of boulder, so I was really persistent on getting this one. At this point there wasn't much boulders I needed to get because there was like number 41, 40, this one 44 that I really couldn't get. But yeah, that was the only boulders I could try, so I went on to 44 again. And as you can see here, I will be slipping again on the last hold. And I was not feeling any close, so I went straight away to 41 because that was probably the only boulder I was missing, but my score wouldn't be too good. But anyways, here I am trying this move, and it's a very different style than the other boulders we just saw because this is a lâché move. And you can see here I'm learning. On my second attempt I did a very much better swing. It's basically the lower body that's swinging way more, and I'm just committing more. And on my third attempt I could get the send of this boulder, even though it was pretty limit with the palm. I didn't hit the palm too good, but yeah, after that it was pretty easy. So I got the send of this one on my third, and I've been practicing lâché moves, but they're not too easy. It takes years of practice if you want to get this one on your flash attempt, so it's whatever. Like, third attempt is pretty good for me. But now I'm back on 48 again, and I'm trying this toe hook method. I'm trying this foot on the left, and it's just not working anymore. I'm not pulling as hard as I was at the beginning. But then I'm back on number 44, and spoiler, I'm sending this boulder finally. And what I did differently is nothing. I was here and it was sticking a lot more, and the only reason why it was sticking more is because I had less skin, and it was hurting more. When I was doing the boulder I could feel my skin getting hurt, but it was sticking more obviously because when you get less skin it just sticks more. Because I couldn't really explain it, but I was definitely feeling like my squeezing was better. And yeah, I was just super proud of that boulder, and as you saw there, number 48 was just not going. Alright, so lastly, this is my score. We have number 41 to 46. So these are my 6 best boulders. And as you can see, I didn't get much flashes. And that's definitely something I need to work on more, because maybe I could have gotten 45 in less attempts. Maybe I could have gotten like 43 in less attempts, 42, maybe I could have flashed it. You know, these type of small points that definitely make a difference. And I did get 28th in this competition, and maybe if I flashed those ones, I could have gotten like 25th, 26th. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter because I'm not disappointed in my performance. I think I did the best I could, and the 27th other people in front of me were just insanely strong. So I can't control how strong my opponents are. But personally, I'm super proud of my performance. I don't think I did something wrong. Maybe 48 could have been better. But like I said, the middle section was just weird for me. So in a competition, I think I did all I could. And I'm happy with my results. It was a super nice comp. The gym was insanely beautiful. The boulders were sick. All new holds. And yeah, just an incredible gym, incredible people, and I'm happy I went to that competition. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked my analysis on my performance in the Rosebloc Championship. And well, I'll see you next time, guys.